Hi everybody, we want to introduce you to the weaning process right here at GermanShepherdMan.com. Thank you all of you for coming in. This is our 3.5-week-old litter of puppies that we've been documenting as we go. And Taylor, my nephew, he loves cuddles. Hey, are you getting cuddle overload there, buddy?
I think I'm dead for
He's a great young man. He's been helping a lot with these puppies. He's been visiting us lately. Now, here's what we're going to do. You're going to see it from the very beginning. Taylor, if you would, just kind of move over into the corner and get those puppies aimed this way. This is the first time that these puppies have been introduced to any food. Now, let me show you what this puppy food, their mom has been on puppy food, and this is what it looks like dry, okay? I mean, that's the size. But when you introduce puppy food to little 3.5-week-old puppies to start the weaning process, of course, you don't want to give them hard food like that because they can't chew it. They don't quite have the teeth, and they don't have the desire for that kind of food. All these puppies have ever known is their mother's milk. And I just wanted you guys to see what I see when I start the process. Puppy girl said, hey, have you introduced them to the food yet? Kind of see if they're hungry. I said, no. I mean, this is going to be from the very beginning. You're going to see what I see. And they're kind of gathered up over here. They haven't been with their mother for, 2 or 3 hours. And that way, it'll have some hunger pangs going on inside them. They're just beautiful here. Now what I do is I soak that puppy food. You see this? I just showed you the hard puppy food. This puppy food has been soaked for a long time, probably 2 hours. And it has to be totally soaked all the way through, so in the middle there won't be any hard center. You see what I mean? You want it to absolutely be moist all the way through. The reason being, they just don't have the chewing capability yet. And this is going to be a brand new thing to them. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of put it in front of some of their noses. Hey, they may not eat it. This is just when I usually start. I'm going to put it in front of some of their noses just to see if we get any, oh. See, let me put it in front of these two. Uh-oh, that one immediately said, whoa, 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 what is that? See that? She's chewing it. Now the sable right next to her is licking my fingers and going, whoa, wait a minute, hi, look, now he's like, let me have some of that, that's great. So they're ready. Let me take another one. Okay, Sable, you want one? Here you go, here you go. Okay, she has a hole. Is this a girl or a boy? That's a girl. Okay, so these two are ready. Let me see if she'll take another one. Oh yeah, wow, man, look at that. I mean, she just took it. And this can take, I'm going to do this for probably a week or so, and it can take with a litter of puppies, hand feeding them like this. Uh-oh. This one's got a little smell. See, this girl here, she smells something. Yeah. Okay, I'll just work with these two because they're here and they're ready. They're introduced and they are excited. Okay, here. Oh, man, I mean, they're doing great. They are just going for it. Usually at this age, there will be 1 or 2 or maybe 3 that don't want it. They're not ready for it. They're just like, eh. But boy, these two girls. Now, notice she's nudging on her brother here because my fingers with the food smell has gotten on her brother's back, and she's kind of like, hey, I like that smell. Here you go. Come here, sweet girl. Boy, they are really doing great. Here you go. Here you go. She's smelling her, saying, hey, I want that. Here's your one. Here, come on. Come on, puppy. Give him some puppies. And that's the marker that I use to call my puppies and have them respond to me when I need to. I use that vocalization. Give him some puppies. Come on, puppies. I mean, I know it sounds a little, childish, but it works, and it's very unique. I had okay, how are you doing? You want another one? I had a person that bought a puppy about 7, 8 months ago, and she was calling me and saying, hey, what do I do about something? And I was walking her through it, and I said, here, I'll tell you what, put me on speakerphone. And she put me on speakerphone, and the dog was there in the room, and I used that vocal marker. Hey, some puppies. Give me some puppies. I know it sounds crazy, but, it worked. And boy, she said the puppy, her ears went up. She looked at the phone, cocked her head all around, and she knew that was her daddy that raised her and did this. Them some sweet puppies. Now look at this one. Boy, I mean, it's like, hey, I like that. These babies are ready. Here. No, she's crying for some. That's your favorite one, isn't it, Taylor? Now, if you, somebody spit this one out. Now, if you had a name, what would you name that little red collar girl?
I would probably name her. It's probably Rose.
Rose. Ooh, I like it. The rose for the rose-colored collar. I like it. Now, you can see where this could take a long... Here, Rose. Come here, baby. Come here. You could see where this could take a long time to fill up 6, 7, 8, 9 puppies. I mean, they're kind of sleepy, and they can't eat that many right now. I mean, come here, Rose. See, the first 2 that started... Come here, Rose. Come here. Get some puppies. Give me some puppies. The first 2, the first 2 are already kind of, they had 5 or 6 of these. You want another one, Rose? Come here, Rose. Come here, Rose. Come here, Rose. Come on. Plus, once they get used to this, as soon as I walk in the room, and we'll do this, as soon as I walk in the room and have this in my hand after they've done this 3 or 4 days, oh, they'll be all over the place. Ah, feed me, feed me, feed me. It'll be like a nest of baby birds, and you'll just be putting it in. Oh, hold on. What color?
That's pink, and I just...
No, I mean this one right here.
That is yellow. She's yellow.
Okay, so that's a girl.
I'd name her Goddess.
Goddess. Okay, well, Goddess just go, she spit it out. See what I mean? Sometimes they're just not quite ready. At this age, there will usually be 2 or 3 that kind of lick it. They like the smell. They'll gum it a little bit and spit it out, but they're just, see, she's not as aggressively eating it as her first 2 sisters were. I mean, she looks like she's going to get that one down, but she's not nearly as excited about it. Let's see what this little girl's going to do. Okay, she jumped right on hers. Let's see if she'll keep it down. Oh, and there's more coming. Uh-oh. Rose said, more, Daddy, more, Daddy, more, Daddy. Now, you can see they're starting to gather up a little bit because the smell is so good. And they want it. They're like, oh, this is new. This is brand new. I like it. Them some puppies. Look at this one. This is so sweet. So you just put it up there to their nose, let them smell it, and that at this point they're like, okay, I'm interested. I like it. Come here, orange collar. How about you? Are you hungry? Are you hungry, orange collar? Yeah. Okay. You see that one, somebody chewed on it a little bit and spit it out. Again, sometimes they're just not ready. And they're okay with it. We have several that are really liking it and several that are just kind of wanting to relax and lay back. This one's brown collar. Yeah, she's doing a great job. Now, in 3 days, again, they'll all be really excited. Now, these 2 had several kibbles apiece, and they're already just kind of like asleep. They're all the way asleep. Bring me, Rose has had some. Bring me that one, Taylor. Okay, come here. Come here. Come here. You like that? Oh. Purple collar said, yeah, baby. Give him some puppy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, she's coughing a little bit. Give him some puppies. That's another reason. Oh, that's another reason why you have to moisten it all the way down. You don't want them trying to swallow at the center. If it's not moistened all the way through, that center will have a hard part. And these little tiny babies like this, I mean, it could be a choking issue. So it has to be really moist. Here you go. Do another one. You want another one? Little purple collar. Athena. Okay. Anybody else? Now, all right, bring the green collar over here. Let's see if...
Oh, he was one of those two.
Oh, he was one of the first two? She was one of the first two? Well, she's eating extremely well. Okay, I'll give you another one. And they'll start crying for it. I mean, I'm telling you, in a couple of days, they'll be like those baby birds. Feed me, feed me, feed me. Come on, puppies. Them some puppies. Come on, puppies. Them some sweet little puppies. Them in some puppies. Them some puppies. Good girl. It's some puppies. Come here, come here, come here. You want another one? Oh, wow. I put it out and she realized I had it and she went, oh, kind of like, oh, let me get this. I like this. Okay, anybody else? How about you? How about you, Rose? You want another one? Good girl, Rose. All right, let's try Blue. One of these boys. Here you go, Blue. You want one?
That was the other boy. Yeah, that's the other boy.
Okay. He's eating well. Okay, here. And they're just starting to bite, play with each other. They're just getting into that play mode. It's about to be an all-out war in here. Fun war, puppy war, but a war nonetheless. Hey, you want another one? I think he's full.
I think I named that one Aries for when he was fighting.
Okay, here you go. You're all about Greek mythology, aren't you? I mean, that's pretty knowledgeable for a 10-year-old.
Aries is the brother of Athena, so...
Ah. Look at... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Look at this one. I mean, this one's going. Look at this. Just like one right after the other. That's kind of rare. I mean, they don't normally... You see that? I mean, just bam, bam, bam. Okay, let's see. Let's keep on. Okay. That's enough. Wow, I think I'm bumping my mic. Okay, let's try this boy. This boy said, hey, wait a minute. I think I want some more of that. Let me spin him around. Come here. Come on, son. Puppy girl has the camera. She's in an odd position. Okay, you want another one? So they're doing really well. We haven't had any that are like, I don't want any of that. Oh, look, did you see that one? I mean, that one had the little... Okay, you want it? Hey, careful, puppies. Careful, puppies. And some good puppies. And there's some sweet puppies. And some sweet little puppies. And they don't know where it is. I mean, if they're hungry for it and they like it, and they, they've never done this before. This is like brand new. Uh-oh, yellow. Come here, yellow girl. Come on. Yes, she said, yes, I like it. I think maybe she spit one out a while ago. So she's not quite ready to just kind of go with it. Remember I told you there would usually be 2 or 3 that are just, She's one of those. All right, let's see. Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay. Green girl's taking one. Here you go. Here you go. You want another one? Well, come here. Now, come here. Give me some puppies. Give me some puppies. Give me some sweet puppies. And I don't want to bore you with... This is going to take a while to make sure that I have everybody covered.
That's an awesome video, though.
Taylor said, It's an awesome video, though. Hey, Taylor, thank you so much for helping us. You've been a great help, and you've helped with the puppies. And our next video, we're going to show you, now that they're eating, once I get them accustomed to their food, they're going to be fed over here, and they have an open door so they can climb through. And we have the addition over here for the housebreaking training. And we'll go into that in the next video. Anybody else? I mean, nobody's like really begging. Let's see if this one's want one. No, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's the introduction. Now, if they were, oh, I want some more, I want some more. I mean, keep in mind their little stomachs are just little tiny things. And you put about 5 of those in there, it's a lot, you know, and they've never had that in there before. Thank you so much. You can subscribe, and if you do, you can hit the little bell there, and it will bring you notifications when new videos come out. And for Taylor the nephew, all the puppies, Sergeant the super dog, Ivanka the elegant, and of course Puppy Girl, thank you so much for being a part of the global German Shepherd dog family here at GermanShepherdman.com.